As the American flag flies high over Watkins Glen International this weekend, many will take time to remember and honor veterans. But for a certain few vets this weekend, they'll be looking up at the flag from inside the race car. With more, here's WENY sports reporter Jenna Harner, who joins us live from WGI. Jenna.
Yeah, thanks, Logan. When he was just 18 years old, without the knowledge of his friends or his family, now mini JCW driver Mark Pombo joined the Army. He enlisted in the Army, and after serving his country in Iraq for 2 years, he came back to the United States and got back into the world of racing. He joins me today. Thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me on. This is a special weekend to me, obviously, because coming here on the 4th of July, it's one of the first times I've been here on the actual 4th of July weekend, and in the last 7 or 8 years, I've really gotten my racing career to take off, and it means a lot because I've gone through deployment to Iraq and gone through that whole stage where you sort of feel like it's hard to transition back to home life, and I feel like I've still been able to live my civilian dream, which is cool. So I've partnered with an organization called Veterans of Operation Iraq and Enduring Freedom, and what we're trying to do is bring veterans here so they can see that you can still accomplish your dreams and goals from before you join the military, and don't give up on your dreams and goals just because you come back and things don't seem like they were before you left. So we're trying to entertain some of those guys, and we also provide assistance to guys that are struggling with getting back to their dreams and goals at home.
So you talk about your transition a little bit, how difficult of a transition it really is to get back into everyday average life, and how has racing really helped you, move with that transition?
Well, see, when I joined the military, I joined after 9/11, so I was on that first wave into Iraq, and when I came back, I personally felt really behind because I felt like life had moved on without me. And everybody gets motivated differently, but for me, what motivated me was trying to get back to catch up to some of my peers that had moved on in their careers without me. And at that same time, I'd always wanted to race cars, but never had the fiscal means to do so. But after being deployed and coming back, I had $50,000 sitting in the bank and the GI Bill paying for school. So I was in a situation where I didn't have to work to go to school. So I basically used all of my time I would have been working on a race car that I had bought and building it with my father, who knew a lot about cars at the time, and that's how I got my start in the amateur ranks. So for me, racing has just been a place where I can go and escape and expend my energy to help achieve a goal that I never really thought would ever happen. It's a dream that came true. So.
And so you mentioned that you partnered with veterans of Operation Iraqi Enduring Freedom. There we go. How important is it to, partner with an organization like this as a veteran? You were mentioning a little bit before, you have veterans on your team as well.
Well, it's great because we travel all around the country, and I know a lot of veterans here in the United States, but when I'm traveling all around the country, I partner with an organization who works with a lot of veterans. So we can, at every place we go to, we can reach out to veterans and try to get in contact with them and build a relationship and help them out.
And then you bring a veteran to your team, to give them a little bit of a race experience weekend kind of thing.
The team owner is awesome. He's got the car wrapped out in an American flag for this weekend. We actually brought a veteran down to Sebring, Florida for a race a couple weekends ago, and we've been able to get him on board as a crew. So one of his dreams was to get on board on a race team, and we had an opening pop up after last weekend, and we called him and said, hey, nobody deserves it more than you, this opportunity, so come prove yourself.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. We wish you the best of luck this weekend.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
And coming up at 11, we talk to another veteran and just what the sport of racing means to him. Reporting live from Watkins Glen International, Jenna Harner, WENY Sports.